Since I was 21 years old, the only dream I've ever had was to be the CEO of a women's fashion company. So it was kind of a full dream come true for me. My name is Ginny Seymour. I'm the CEO of ALIGNE, a women's contemporary brand based in East London. I think the first time you see someone wear your brand, it's just, you remember that. I was walking with our creative director to a meeting around the corner, and there was someone wearing one of our pieces in a coffee shop, and we literally both stood there on the street, turned and screamed at each other and kept walking. She kind of looked at us like, who are these crazies on the street? Just, it's the most exciting thing, seeing someone wear the product that you design. So behind me is Spring Summer 26. In fashion, we work 6 to 8 months out, so we're currently working on next kind of year, even though we're just launching this Spring Summer. So we're getting ready to do our January through April sketching. So just what I'm inspired by, the colors that I'm feeling, and just starting to pull together the collection. I think that my biggest work win has been when we relaunched the branding, I guess I would say, a year ago. We went through a rebranding process to really think about who ALIGNE was in this chapter. What we've created these last 18 months is our own. We've grown 935% in the last 18 months. It's definitely been a roller coaster. We took a really risky move to exit all of wholesale and to focus this first chapter on being a direct-to-consumer brand and build a brand that everyone loved and that focused on our community. This is my favorite piece from our spring collection. It seems so simple, but to me that's what makes ALIGNE pieces ALIGNE. It's the piece you're going to put on, you're going to feel confident in you. It has a matching dress, and I just think these are the things that people say, and when they see them that are just iconic ALIGNE, they see them on the street, they know it's our handwriting. I've been wearing it quite a few times and posting it and keep getting asked, when is it coming, and it's not coming until May 1st, but I've been wearing it for 6 months already. I think it's going to be a wardrobe staple through spring, summer. So I started my career in New York City. I moved to New York when I was 21 years old to join Saks Fifth Avenue's buying training program. I thought, I'm going to go to New York, and I went and immediately fell in love and ended up staying there for the first chapter of my career. I started ALIGNE in 2022 when it was kind of the first chapter of the brand. I had previously kind of always been in big corporations, but when I moved to the UK, I kind of got this call to come join ALIGNE, and it was a startup, and I thought, what? This is an opportunity. And then shortly after I joined ALIGNE, the company went through a restructure, and I was kind of, in the right place at the right time, and they said, would you like to build a brand, and what would it look like? So we earmarked August 1st, 2023 as, the first day of the next chapter, and that's kind of, why I'm here today with this amazing brand that I couldn't be more proud of. The thing that I quickly learned is that every high comes with a valley afterwards. We had this moment a year ago where we launched Lucy Bronze, the lioness, as the face of our spring-summer campaign, and it was such a proud moment. Our audience grew overnight, and we had this amazing month, but that meant we spent 3 months not having enough inventory to kind of meet the demand for the brand, and it was really hard to celebrate the win and how high the high was, with also trying to figure out what came after that and how to quickly get back into stock. So I think that's what I've had to learn over these 18 months, is that you can still celebrate the high while learning how to quickly chase into the next kind of chapter. But it's a positive lesson to learn. We're really excited to launch a core denim program. We've always had really great reaction to our denim pieces, whether that's dresses, tops, skirts. We've had a few standout jeans. It just feels really exciting to launch a denim range. So much of the ALIGNE aesthetic is, a tailored piece back to denim. We worked with a denim consultant to make sure the fit was 100%. So it's just something that we're really excited to bring to market this June. So the ones that I'm wearing, which are our new loose wides, I'm super excited about. They really represent to me like British style, but the one that I love the most is our new kind of baby flare, which it's based off my favorite jean in my wardrobe that's 20 years old. So it's something that I would always wear, and I think it represents our US business and our US customers. So something about those two shapes representing the American and our British customer are my two favorite pieces of the collection. The best advice I ever received was actually negative advice. I received advice when I was 25 from a manager, and at that time, I was getting promoted quite quickly and I was quite ambitious, and she told me to watch my back, that there'd always be a shiny younger star behind me. And I thought, I'm never gonna be that person. And I think that really stuck with me my whole entire career, that I love surrounding myself by people who are smarter. I've never seen age as a reflection of anyone's talent. And it just was one of those things that I think had it not happened at that stage, maybe it would have changed who I was as a leader, but it happened so young in my career. And I thought, no, actually, I don't need to watch my back. I'm just gonna keep being me, and I'm gonna keep looking forward, and I'm gonna embrace people behind me. I feel really, really lucky that everyone that works for ALIGNE loves ALIGNE, and they're incredibly hardworking, and they're just all really fierce, confident females that really want to be on this journey, and they all bring so much to it. You know, it's a scale up, so job descriptions aren't as black and white, and there's a lot of rolling up your sleeves and jumping in. I couldn't be more thankful for kind of, who's on the team. I hope our next big win is our New York store. It feels amazing to be able to bring a digital experience in real life. I just can't believe it's happening. I saw the store a month ago and I still have shivers about it. I'm hoping it is just a home run success and it kind of kicks off this next chapter for the brand. So this is Daphne, the most iconic ALIGNE piece to me. It started with long line waistcoats being really popular, and we had a waistcoat called Leo that we sold out of 3 times. And as someone in my 40s, I just wanted to have sleeves. I loved the style, and I just thought, how great would it be if it had sleeves? It was very split in the office. It was 50-50, and they kept coming to me saying, are you sure you want to do this? And I just kept saying, it's just sleeves on Leo. We're going to do it. And the minute we launched it, it went viral. We have waitlist, multiple colors, and it just feels like the most iconic piece in our assortment. So it's a really special piece to me in the collection. The product has to be perfect, and if it means something gets, is 2 months late, or we change our mind, or we change a maxi dress into a mini dress because it's just not working during the fitting process, I think that it's our responsibility that every piece we bring in ALIGNE is a considered piece, that we've thought it through, that it's the best piece we can make. I think trust your gut and don't be scared to share your own opinion. I think when I first started kind of this journey with ALIGNE, because it came out of a transition, I was so scared to say exactly what I wanted. I got 3 months in and it wasn't what I wanted, and it wasn't what my vision was, and it took me really starting to say what I thought, what I wanted, and that power of that is what brought ALIGNE together and brought the team together. I think as women, we tend to want to be peacekeepers and keep everyone happy. And I think when you're building something, just be true to yourself and don't be afraid to share what your opinion is in the room.